Okay, what we're doing here is digging a random hole in the ground just to see what's in there. I have not done any metal detecting out here. I don't know what's on in there. We're going to find out. Might be something, probably going to be nothing. Start breaking a little bit. When I was a kid, I used to dig holes all the time in the backyard. Drove my dad nuts. I'd like to see what's under there. I got nothing better to do this morning. Dig her up. Now the soil out here is mostly clay. It's about clay, solid clay, about 50 feet down until you hit sandstone, and then not much you can do with that. So. Just using a plain old shovel here, folks, if you want to expect to see something a bit more high-tech. That ain't it. Got a root. There you go. Dirt. Little bits of root here. So far, nothing remarkable. So for about the first 8 inches or so, you got regular grass root. Hit some. What we got here? A little bit of rock. Nothing remarkable. Just don't know if it's sandstone or gravel, but probably sandstone. There's little bits of it floating around in here. And what else we got here? Some bits of words from the junk that goes around the edges. A little bit of stuff. There's that. Yeah, I suppose I could get a screen out here and filter this if I were doing archaeology. Probably have a screen tray, filter this dirt out and see what's. I might do that next time, but today this is the first outing of random hole in the ground. Just digging a random hole, folks, at a random time of day, a random spot in my field, to a random depth, random size. I don't care. About where my brain's going these days. Now a little bit of an earthworm. Surprised to see him out. What's going on the other side? What's going on out here? Now we can start seeing see if I can get a bit of a profile going here. A sharp profile. Well, this dirt's pretty sterile. planted some trees out here once. They didn't do very well. Okay, here we go. Now what you got here? You've got a bit of red clay and you got this gray stuff. Now, somebody out there who understands soil might be able to tell you better what we got going on. Let's see here. Tell you more about the kind of soil it is and what it might have been in the past. You can see there's a lot of that gray sterile clay, and the iron, the orange stuff, that's iron. There's a lot of iron out here. The well, got a well that there's enough iron in there you could probably pour ingots out of it. Well water out here is very high in iron, and that's all filtering down through the yeah, see if I get a good angle here. Maybe you can see the profile. I'll move the camera so you can get a better idea of what's going on. I could probably make that hole bigger, but you know, I'm not digging up the field just for fun and games. I just random hole. Shadow. Now it's been raining the past couple of days, so it's a bit better. If I was trying to do this on a dry day, forget about it. We're not going anywhere with that. Well, and what else is going on here? So I planted a tree out here one time. Dug a nice big hole around it. Dug that tree in deep. And it's no good for that poor tree. There's no real nutrient in this stuff. See, that is, it's just, now if I wanted to, I could probably take this clay and melt it in some water and filter it out and throw pots with it. Maybe when I retire, huh? Not today. Well, let me get the camera loose here and we can get a closer inside view of our first random hole. Might be an idea to get the metal detector out, run around the yard, see what's in there, but I'll give you a view of the field, get an idea of the random nature of this business. And I scraped another piece of rock out of here, a couple bits. The edges, I dug in the wrong spot. Let's go to my life. Alright, what's going on? What do we got? Got us a rock. There you go. It's our big find for today, folks. A brown rock. Now I'd have to wash that off. Move it back up to the house and wash it off and give you a look at what it is we discovered in our random hole today. Not much, but you don't know.
Okay, folks, what we found in our random hole in the ground was a small chunk of what they call quartzite. Remember when I said it felt like sandstone? It, in fact, way back in the day, many years ago, that little chunk of stone was sandstone. But over time, it's been buried deep under the ground, or under other layers of rock probably, and from the pressure and heat, it changed the composition of that sandstone into a much more solid, dense block of quartz crystals, which are known as quartzite. And you can see from some of the little pictures I have here, little crystals and things that you can see. So that's what we dug up in our random hole today, folks.
Now I got finished with that video and Boss Paul came up. Told me that that's my dirt and Boss Keen's ditch. Boss Shorty came up and told me that that's his dirt, my dirt in his yard. So I guess I better put it back into Boss Keen's ditch. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Alright. I don't want to be walking out here some night and step in there and go ass over tea kettle, whatever. Now I know you tell me I'm doing it wrong. Back in the day, I've done my share of shoveling. Alright. I want to use the Boy Scout code. I'm supposed to leave this better than the way I found it. I'm just going to say that I leveled it about here yet, so that's better than the way it was. Right? I know that's going to sink. Don't tell me, I know. It's going to sink down, there's going to be a hollow there. I'm going to come out here with the mower, and it's going to be wet, and it's going to hold water in there, and I'm going to hit that with the mower, and the mower's going to get stuck, and I'm going to have to get a big old branch and push her out. But that keeps me off the streets and out of trouble, you know what I mean? A little bit of grass on here. You never know. Alrighty. Go back up to the house and wash off that rock, and we'll get a look at what we got. Alright? Back in a bit.